Alright, so I received a message from somebody. Generally, he's asking me how to meditate. I just want to read his message and just respond back to that. He says that the subject is life. He says, "Hello, I'm 19 years old." I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to put him out there like that. Alright, so he said, I have had a life of wandering for many years. I would say around since I was 11, 12 years old when I first started. I've always had an interest in martial arts, not because of the fighting or anything, but it's just nice to watch. For me, I'm still struggling of what I should do next. I'm not very spiritually aware. This isn't what I want for life to be like. I've been considered loving, caring to everyone. I have been in fights, yes, to protect myself. I don't know any martial arts of any kind, as I feel like it would upset people if I did. However, all I am asking for is your help teaching me how to meditate at the same time as fitness martial arts. Your videos have meant a lot to me and have helped calm my mind for a while now. Thank you. Alright, so he says he's asking for my help in teaching him how to meditate. Alright, so 19 years old, I say it's about that time where, you know, you're trying to find yourself. I mean, if you could find yourself at that time and you really deal with these critical, like, deep realizations at this moment, it could change your life completely towards something positive. But if you ignore this opportunity for growth, then essentially what will happen is you could turn 30 and 40 years old and then mentally and spiritually you just don't grow. Like you just stay the same. It's like stunted growth intellectually and spiritually, and that's a sad thing. It's like somebody, say somebody, they're stunted growth and height-wise, and then they become considered midgets. I mean, it's, you look at them and you feel bad because you're like, man, that sucks, like, why, it'd be nice if everybody could grow to be what, how tall they're meant to be, and you could visually see that there's something wrong. So it becomes like a handicap when people don't grow physically, they become midgets, Now, it's the same thing intellectually and spiritually, but you just can't visually see it, and that's what makes it, like, people, like, not really pay attention, which is not a good thing. Like, it's something that, there's something that they need to work on and develop that requires attention. So it's almost like the difference between, if you got a cut on your arm, you can see it and you need to fix it. You got to go to the doctor, you got to put a Band-Aid on it, or whatever you got to case may be. You need to fix it. You might stitch it. You might need to stitch it up. Now, people have like these mental cuts, like there's like psychological damage or things that need to be worked on spiritually, and if they don't fix those things, it can lead towards like a lot of negativity. It could lead towards suicide. It could lead towards severe depression. It could lead towards like a pointless life, a pointless existence. So basically around this age of 19, 20, 21 is a critical period in your life to grow spiritually. And if you don't, like I said, you may be 30, 40 years old, and then your mind, your intelligence, your wisdom is still stuck at the age of 19, which is sad. You know what I mean? Like, you're 40 years old and you're still acting and living as if you're like 19 years old, and that becomes a problem. But basically, learning how to meditate, to teach you how to meditate very quickly, is just clearing the mind and having no thoughts. Meditation is just basically having no thoughts. It's like, what is not meditation is like that mental chattering, that stuff is like constantly talking. Your mind is constantly thinking. So meditation is not thinking. When you think, the only way you can think is either of the past or the future. And neither is meditation. Meditation is right here, right now, in the moment, which is not in the past, it's not in the future. So whenever you're thinking of the past, you think about, you think about how, how you were in high school, or you reminisce about the high school days, or, you think about a past lover, or you think about what happened, when you, whatever you think about in the past, that is all not meditation. So you need to learn to stop thinking of the past. And you also got to stop, you guys also got to learn to stop planning for the future. Like to stop thinking, what's going to happen 5 years from now? Or what if I lose my job? Or what if I don't have any money anymore? Or what if my parents die? Or, or you see a woman and then you're like, what if she rejects me if I approach her? Or, you're just constantly thinking about the future. That's not meditation. And that's what you got to learn to stop doing as well. Now, meditation is just being in the moment with no thoughts. It's just basically being completely aware of your surroundings and of the current moment. And what, helps you meditate is to focus on things that are in the moment right now. And one thing that is always in the moment, no matter what, is your breath. Your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. That's always in the moment, no matter what. So one way to try to get into meditation is to focus on your breath. That's one way. And that's what they do a lot in like sitting meditation. In Japanese might call it zazen. But you see like some of these monks that do these sitting meditations or some of these people that do yoga or whatever, they just sit and they just focus on the breath. They just focus on the breathing in and the breathing out. That's one way to train yourself to get into meditation. Another way is, there's hundreds of ways, but that's just one way. Another way is basically really being attentive to the sounds around you, because the sounds around you are in the moment as well. Like right now, there's sounds out there that I can hear from the street. That's in the moment. And when you're focused on the sounds, you're in meditation as well, because the sounds are in the moment. Anytime that you're focused in the moment, and you're not thinking about anything at all, that's meditation. So right now, if I just quiet myself and I stop talking, and you can listen. So you can listen and you can hear the sounds. Then you can hear your breath. Like I got a computer in front of me, you can hear the computer. You can hear people talking. You can hear, the sound of the car honking. You can hear the train. It's like all this stuff is happening in the moment. And basically when you're not in meditation, you don't hear any of that. Because you're just so focused on your thoughts of thinking about the past, thinking about the future. You're never in the moment, and that is not meditation. Meditation is just basically in the moment. So one of the best ways is to focus on the breath and the sounds. Now, when you get better at it, then you'll be able to bring meditation into like your daily activities in life. At first, you may have to just sit still and meditate. Now, you don't have to sit in the yoga position or whatever the case may be. Just get in a comfortable position, close your eyes, because closing your eyes will help you meditate. Because now, when you open your eyes, all that visual stimulation makes it harder to meditate. So a lot of times you want to close your eyes. Focus on your breath, focus on the sounds. That's like the basic. Once you get the basics down, then you could turn into more advanced meditation by integrating that same awareness within your daily activities. So in the Japanese, they'll have like this tea ceremony thing that they call it, which is like basically being in meditation while drinking tea. Okay, there's walking meditation, there's stretching meditation, there's meditation when you're making love, there's meditation when you do fitness training, there's meditation when you run, there's meditation when you exercise. There can be meditation in pretty much any activity, as long as you are not thinking about the past or the future. That is meditation. So the most basic part to start off with is closing your eyes, getting in a comfortable sitting position, focusing on your breath or the sounds. I recommend for you to sit up, so basically you don't feel like you want to fall asleep, but sitting up just keeps you a little bit more alert. Okay, so then there's a difference between sleeping and meditating. Sleeping is just basically you're not conscious, you're not aware. Okay, somebody could just come up to you and stab you. Meditation is you're aware, you're conscious, while your mind is not thinking. Okay, basically meditation is like basically turning off the light switch. It's not good to have the lights on all the time. Sometimes it's good to turn off the light switch. Turning on the light switch is basically thinking. Meditation is like closing the window. Talking and speaking and thinking is like opening the window. Alright, so when you learn to meditate, it's like having an on-off switch, knowing when to turn off the thoughts and turn it back on when you need it. Okay? When you don't meditate, it's like basically staying awake all day, every day. That's not good. You need time to sleep. So it's like a rejuvenation. Okay, so that's what I recommend. Closing your eyes, focusing on your breath. Let's try it out right now. Alright, so there we have it. It takes time to get good at it. You might only go like 10 seconds without thinking. But when you get better and better at it, the 10 seconds will turn to 30 seconds. 30 seconds will turn to a minute. That minute will turn into 5 minutes. It takes time. So the more you meditate, the better that you get at it, the more aware you'll be throughout your entire life, and basically the more peace that you'll find within, the more that your entire life will be enhanced. So hopefully that video helped you out.